Good evening. Today this evening, I need to make some face cream, and I'm out, so I thought we would do it together. And I'm going to try something a way that I've never done it before. You know, I got into making my mayonnaise with my stick blender. It does a wonderful job, and basically what I've done in the past is when you make face cream, basically it's like making mayonnaise. You put the liquid in there and then you drip the oil on it while the blender is blending, and then it goes together. Well, the only thing is, mayonnaise has an egg in it to emulsify. What I have in this, and what you haven't seen because I had to do it before, I put 1 tablespoon of beeswax into my double boiler. I think beeswax melts at about 145 degrees, and what the recipe says, you put the beeswax, you put your other oils that you want in there, your carrier oils or whatever, but I don't do it that way. What I do is I put the beeswax in there. Oh, and then you have to wait for it to cool down. So I'm going to actually get that off of there. Okay, it's sort of cooled down. What I do is I put my beeswax in on my double boiler that's going. Also, the recipe is basically 1 cup of oils to 1 cup of liquid. But on the oils, you can put a solid, and what I did, I was going to leave it out to show you, but I have mango oil, butter. It's solid, and you don't want to go over 1/4 of a cup or 2 ounces. So I measured it out, and that's solid, that needs to melt. So I put in the mango butter, I put in the beeswax, I melted it down. I don't want to get everything too hot because then it ruins what you want to really be using. The heat does. So then after it was melted and cooled down a bit, I added, and I wanted a cup. So what I did, I had 1/4 a cup, and you don't want to go over a 1/4 a cup of solid in your lotion, because it makes it too grainy, it's not quite good. So then I added the 3/4 cup, and I use camelina oil, and it's also, the mango oil is tremendous for skin. It's a natural vitamin A, and it's just a natural for your skin, especially older skin where you might be wrinkling or getting those grin wrinkles or whatever you want to call it. Okay, and on the oil, it is really good in omega-3. You can cook with it, you can use it for skin. So I wanted it for, this is the first time I've ever used it, because, and I was going to buy something else, but it was on sale, and I'm a sucker for a sale. So there you have that. And then on my liquids, it's the same thing, a cup. And a lot of times what they do, they divide it up by thirds, like 1/3 a cup of some kind of hydrosol. I'm putting in lavender, or lavender water if you want to call it that, and aloe vera. So what I'm doing today, and then 1/3 a cup of distilled water. I'm going to try it without the distilled water. I'm just going to put in maybe close to 1/3, 2/3. But I don't really have a good 1/3 measuring cup, so it might not quite be there. And the thing I'm going to be doing different, which I might wind up with a total failure, but on the mayonnaise, I went from the blender where you drip the oils into the solids. And now what I do, I measure my oils, put in my egg, put in my vinegar, salt and spices and all of that, and then stick my blender clear to the bottom and start blending up, and slowly I raise it to the top as the oils in the mayonnaise emulsify. Well, that sort of works. What I think, my theory is, the blender goes all the way down and it just starts mixing a little of that oil in with the egg and the water stuff, in the liquid, non-oily stuff, just like it would do in a blender, but it's down at the bottom. So I'm going to try it, and I've also marked where the cup measuring thing is. It says it makes 15 ounces. What I'm a little bit worried about is if the jar is going to be big enough. So we're going to find that out. So I'm going to pour my oils in here. Whoops, looks like I'm dripping some. Okay, and where did it come? Wow, a lot less, but it's really cooled down, so I've got to get it out of here. I've got a lot left in here. It's sort of like lemon butter or something. Okay, where am I? And I can pour more of the liquid oil in to make that cup, because I want to do that. Okay, where am I in this? I'll move this so you can see it better. Okay, I'm down, so I am going to put in more of this. And I'm still having trouble seeing it. My head's probably in the way, but I got it. Okay. It's right at it. Could have been a little less, maybe. No, I think it's right at it. Okay, now then, I am going to, let's see, my fourth cup. Ooh, this has some oil. Oh, well, I'm not building a piano. Okay, I'm going to put that in. And I want more of this. Actually, I think it's going to use it all. So whatever I have in here, I'm putting in. So that's it. The rest is going to be aloe vera. All good for your skin. Come on. Okay. Come on. Now, we got to have some headroom. I think that's 2 cups. We got it. Okay, on the essential oils, I'm going to put in about 15 drops. It'll probably be more because it drops out so fast. But I'm going to do 5 of lavender. Excellent for your skin. 1, 2, 3. I think 1 more. You know what? I'm going to say that's it because I'm apt to get more. Okay, the next one is frankincense. Excellent for wrinkles and mature skin. Okay. And the next one is orange, same thing. All good for older, mature, wrinkled skin. And it must work because I have wrinkles, but I do. But I could be worse. Okay. So here goes. I hope this doesn't run over the top, that I gave myself enough. Okay, it's either a big failure or it works. Okay, I'm going on speed 1. Well, I can see that it's changing colors. It's doing it. I think it's going to do it. Actually, I can't even pick it up. It's so tight to the bottom. But I can see it's changing. I don't know if you can pick it up. Come on. Come on, baby. Let's do it. Ah, it's gonna work, guys. Well, it's pretty soupy, but it looks pretty good. And as it cools down, it's either going to separate or it's going to work. Ah, wow. And stuff like that, I don't know if you can tell, it looks sort of greasy, but sometimes that just doesn't take long until it will absorb. But I think, I don't know, I can see a different, I'm going to take it back in because I can see a different color at the bottom. So here we go. Ooh, I don't think I can get that. Okay, I don't know whether I've done it. But I have something. And it feels nice. Oh, wow. I wish I had more skin showing. I could... there. Well, I certainly have wrinkles here that need help. I'm beginning to have that loose skin. I'm going to brag just a little bit. That's what I do best, I guess. But I can remember I had to be in the hospital overnight when I was in, I don't know, my mid-70s. No, early 70s, because it wasn't here, it was in Idaho. And I don't know why, but all the nurses in the hospital came to me and said, "What's your skin secret?" And I think it was just good genes. So I think what I'm going to have to do is let you know tomorrow whether I have it or not. Looks like I do, but time will tell if this begins to really separate again. And I'm not sure what I'll do, but I don't want to waste it. I got a lot of good stuff in it. So that is my face cream. I don't know how long it took, but not all that long. And now my hands are so, I don't want to walk over to my camera and get my hands all over it. So you're stuck with me. Okay, this is it. So have a good evening, and I'll let you know the next time I talk to you. I wish I could pause it and tell you in about 15 minutes or so, because that's probably when I'll know for sure. And try it. It's okay. I'll go over it again. It's a cup of liquid, a cup of oils. On the solids of your fats, you don't want to go over 1/4 a cup of the solid. The rest needs to be liquid oils. You can use shea butter, mango, on and on. You can eat apricot oil, rosehip oil, on and on for the oils. Look them up, see what your skin type is, and then you want to put in some good essential oils, and You want them to work together. And lavender, orange, and frankincense blend really nice. And you want to get in 1 tablespoon of beeswax to help thicken it up. You have to melt the oils, let them cool down. And if this doesn't work, you're going to put it in a blender, your liquids, mix them up good, and then drip the fat in. But if this works, this is a breeze. And so I don't have to mess with cleaning a big blender. It's done. And I think it's going to work. So, I'll try again. Okay, surviving the 80s, and here we have it.